Hello, I'm Adrian and I'm back with some more Wire, and today I'm going to be looking at the song Three Girl Rhumba, which I suppose is one of Wire's best known tracks, and for people of my generation it's probably better known as Connection by Elastica, but that was all apparently settled out of court, so I'm going to say no more about that. It's a great song, great riff, nice and easy to play. Let me show you how. Three Girl Rhumba then, it's a great song, all over in 1 minute 23 seconds. I think it's a pretty easy song to play. It's beginner friendly if you know your basic bar chord shapes. If you're not so sure on your basic bar chord shapes, I have done a couple of detailed videos and you might like to check out those before attempting to play this song. Let's start with the main riff. Absolutely classic riff, this one. And it's just made up of two bar chords. In fact, all of the chords in this song are E form bar chords, and there's a bit of open E in there as well. So we're starting off with this B major bar chord, 6th string root up at the 7th fret, and then we're going down to an A major bar chord 2 frets lower, and we're playing the riff like this. We've basically got B, A, B, 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 A, B, B. And you're going to want to focus your pick attack on the lower strings in those chords. You're not really hearing the higher jangly notes in this riff, so I'm focusing on the lowest 3 or 4 strings in those chords. And the other thing to try and do here is to mute some of those chords, so that B chords in particular are played quite short and staccato. So a couple of ways you can achieve that. One of them is to just release pressure with your left hand once you've played the chord, and the other is just to touch the strings with your picking hand to damp them a little bit, and I'm probably doing a combination of those two things. So you play the B, mute, then you've got A, B, mute, B, mute, and that's what's going to make this riff sound really good. So I'm forever saying this to people, but it's harder than you might think sometimes to do the easy stuff, and it's important to try and do the easy stuff really well, and sometimes the easy stuff is harder than the hard stuff, if that makes any sense. So I guess what I'm trying to say is just make sure this riff is sounding as good as you can possibly make it. So good rhythm, get the muting right, get the pick attack right, and it should sound really good. That's the main riff. We've just got a couple of other sections in the song. About halfway through the song we go down to an open E chord, and then up to an F sharp bar chord at the 2nd fret. And a little tip here, if you're playing an open E chord and the rest of the song consists of E form bar chords, then you might like to fret your open E chord like this, so with your 3rd, 4th and 2nd fingers, leaving your 1st finger free, because that then makes the transition into the bar chords that bit easier. So I recommend you play the E chord like this. We've got a bar's worth of E, and you're really just letting that chord ring for most of the bar. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, up to the 2nd fret, an F sharp. Again, playing that chord quite long. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we've got A chord at the 5th fret, and we've got a little bit of an 8th note build on that chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Back to the main riff just briefly. Then we're back down to E, long E, F sharp again, and this time we go to the 4th fret and it's a G sharp major chord. We're just counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and stop. The impossible. Then we're back to the main riff again. All of this song I think played with downstrokes. You can just really dig in with those downstrokes for this song. One more bit to the song, and that's at the very end of the song. Again, it's all made up of these bar chord shapes. We're starting with an open E, a bar's worth of that, F sharp at the 2nd fret, G at the 3rd fret, A at the 5th fret, and finally B. Stop. That's it for today. Enjoy learning 3-girl rumba. Tab will be up on my Patreon page or on my website if I'm feeling generous. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye.